It's purpose in my pain. It's purpose in the stuff that I go through. This is your sign to never give up.
Tell me I'm the best I am. I be feeling like yes I am. You know I'm the best I am. Be a fool to not take me as I am. Tell me I'm the best I am. I be feeling like yes I am.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. So nice to have you. If you're new here, welcome. Y'all, I was supposed to do a story time today, but other plans. God got other plans. So today, when I was at work, I kind of start feeling a little anxiousness, how anxiety be trying to creep up on you and stuff, and just thinking about a whole bunch of different things and what I'm gonna do and planning stuff and just trying to figure it all out. And then how sometimes you can get overwhelmed trying to figure everything out, okay, I got this, I got that, I got this, I got that. How am I gonna do this? When am I gonna do that? When am I gonna find the time? And I just start, just feeling anxious and overwhelmed. So I went to a little private area just so I can get my thoughts right. And when I was in there, so in the morning before I go to work, I listen to prayer. And when we was on prayer, we talked about, let's stop leaning on your own understanding, And that verse kept coming up in my head, when I was in there, lean not on your own understanding, trust God, lean not on your own understanding. So when I went in the private room, I like to post encouraging stuff because, but the world needs encouragement, people need encouragement, I need encouragement. So, so I decided, I'm going to post on my Instagram, the little notes, and I'm just you need to understand that you got to trust God. And as I'm writing that, I'm like, ooh, that's hitting me. It's hitting me right now. So I'm like, yeah, you need to understand. I'm like, somebody needs to hear this. You need to understand, you need to trust God. You have to. So I'm like, okay, yeah, post this on my post this on my notes. Then I posted on my story. You can see right here. Yes, make sure y'all go follow me on Instagram. But yeah, so I posted on my story. And I'm like, somebody needs to hear this. So this is it. I've been, since last year, God put on my heart to make a video about, not giving up, to everybody, just not only for myself, but just for everybody. And I have this, I'm like, okay, this is the title of the video, never give up. This is why you should not give up. And I was supposed to make it last year, but I just was procrastinating. I couldn't get myself to do it. So I'm like, wow, this is I done, started my YouTube for real. This is the perfect time to, do it. So I'm just like, okay, I'm just gonna do the video later on this week, keep pushing it back. And I'm just like, you know what, let me just do it now. So here we go. This is your sign to never give up. Y'all, look, we just be going through life trying to figure out everything on our own. And I get it. Me, I feel like I be trying to, control stuff. I be trying to figure stuff out on my own. Okay, I got to get this done. I got to get that done. I'm supposed to be here by this age, by this time. Or just even with family stuff, okay, I got to figure this out for my family. I got to do this. How am I going to change this and fix that? And it's we put too much pressure on ourselves to get things figured out and get stuff done. And it's no, you gotta trust God. His word tell you to lean not on your own understanding and trust Him for a reason. It's there for a reason, because we get so caught up in playing God's role, and we don't even know we get caught up in playing God's role. I had to understand for myself, I'm not God. I don't have to figure everything out. I just gotta trust him. That's all he asked for us, to trust him. And that's why we be so, worked up and worried and having anxiety and stressed out and trying to, self-soothe with stuff that we don't need to, that we shouldn't even have no business in. It's because we trying to play God's role. Like, even like with family, I know sometimes our families or even our friends can depend on us. Like, I posted this, check on your strong friends, because check on your family that, everybody be like, okay, they strong, they got this, they need help too, they need somebody to look out for them too. Like, especially those go-to people that people go to figure everything out, because we feel like, okay, they got this figured out, let me go to them, let me talk to them. But I challenge y'all to, take a step back and ask somebody, how can you help them? How can you serve them? How can you encourage them? How can you pray for them? Because you just never know what the next person is facing, for real. Especially those ones that always laughing and giggling and smiling and brushing things off like they don't care. They care. And I know some people be like, oh, I don't have feelings, I don't have emotions, I'm not. And you do. You really do. And I can speak that for myself. But yeah, just, we got to encourage one another, and we got to trust God, because we can't do this life without him. We can't figure out life without him. Like, it's too much. And he never promised us that we wasn't going to have troubles. He never promised us that, everything was going to be all peaches and cream. But he did say, and he already told us we was going to have troubles. He said that we was going to have troubles in this world. But he did promise that he was going to be there for us, that he was going to be here with us, for us, fighting with us, fighting for us. And this is why you should never give up, because you are called to other people. You don't know. God put you on this earth for a reason. He put you here for a purpose, and look, you have people attached to your life that you don't even know, that you have never met. You have so many people you got to impact. And, and don't feel pressure about it, but just know that you got to keep going, because it's somebody else's life depending on you to be who God called you to be, And, life can beat us down. Life can... Look, life be lifing. Life be lifing. Shoot, me and my friends talk about this all the time. Life be lifing. But if you didn't face those hard times, tribulations, all those down moments, and all those times, you wouldn't be who you are now, So you just gotta keep going. You gotta keep fighting. You can't give up. You can't give up. Your life depends on it, and somebody else's life depends on it. People you haven't even met yet. And all these things, God said it works together for the good. All our stuff that we are ashamed of and hurt about, all the hard things we have faced and went through, the heartbreaks, the disappointments. You lost your job, you lost your closest friend, you lost a family member, or whatever it is, all of that, God, nothing catches God by surprise. He knows every single detail about us. He knows stuff about us that we don't even know, or we haven't even, discovered yet. And this is why we got to stop trying to figure everything out. This is why we got to stop trying to be like, play God's role, because you don't know what God is doing in the midst of those things. You don't know what he's doing. His ways is just like, he's not human. We can't even think or fathom the stuff that he does and why, and we don't need to figure out why. We don't need to ask him why, because some stuff, if we know some stuff too soon, we'll ruin it. If we, jump in stuff too soon, we'll ruin it, because our character is not ready for that yet, And look, you are meant for something great. You are made for something greater. It's bigger than us. Like, our purpose is bigger than us. It's bigger than, okay, I'm supposed to have kids and be married and do this, and I just want peace and joy and love. Everything not gonna be all rainbows. We gonna face stuff, but that's because, you know, we are meant for something greater. You listening to this video, you are meant for something so much more. Like, your life is just not, you go to work, go to church, or go to work, go to the club, go to work. You know, you are meant for so much more, and it's bigger than you think. And this is why you go through stuff. Build your character. God is building your endurance, and He gonna strengthen you, whatever it is. You know, you're not here alone, and you don't feel like, you know, whatever you facing, don't feel like you by yourself. You're not, and God is with you. If you don't have nobody in your corner, you got God. Okay, so just stay encouraged, and, you know, be happy. I know it's easier said than done, but you just gotta think like, it's purpose in my pain. It's purpose in the stuff that I go through. Even in the most uncomfortable situation, you know, it's purpose in it, and you gonna make it through. You here now, you listening to this video now, right? So guess what? You survived everything you have endured so far, and you're gonna keep on going. You're gonna keep on growing, and nothing is gonna stop you except for you, if you allow yourself to. But if you keep on pushing, if you keep on going, if you keep on growing, I promise you, the plans that God got for you is far greater than you can fathom. It's far greater than you can imagine. You haven't even seen a glimpse of your future yet. So you gotta keep going. You gotta keep going for you. You gotta keep going for your family. You gotta keep going for people you haven't even met yet. Like, just think how many people it is in this world, and somebody gonna be saved because of you. Somebody gonna be encouraged because of you. Somebody not gonna take their life because of you. You know, and whew, look, this it's real out here, y'all, for real. Like, you just never know who you gonna impact, and this is why you gotta keep going. So this is your sign to never give up. This is your sign, you know, to keep being you, and don't be ashamed of who you are. Don't be ashamed of what you went through and what you've been through, because look, you gonna blossom into something greater than you can imagine. If you step outside your house, step outside wherever you at, look around, look at the skies, look at the buildings, look at the people, the birds, like, just look like, what, this is just is beautiful what God have created, and how much more does He have in store for you. And look, if you seeing this, you listening to this, whatever, just know this not on accident. You listen to this on purpose. You hearing this on purpose, because God needs you to get this through your head. I need you to get this through your head. You need to trust God. You have to trust Him. What other options do you have? You gonna keep doing stuff in your own strength? You gonna keep trying to figure it out? You gonna drive yourself crazy trying to work everything out, operating out of your own strength? Don't drive yourself crazy. You got to trust God. You have to. You have to. You got this. Don't give up. Keep going. Keep growing. Love y'all. And I just wanted to encourage y'all to keep going and keep growing, because look, God got you. I love y'all. Peace out.